Hi, beautiful one. Did you know that treating yourself with compassion is the foundation to true happiness? Come on, let's go and have this conversation on compassion, self-compassion, and see how you treating yourself with love really will elevate you to a higher plane. Come on, let's go. Let's have this conversation. I'm NatashaJohn-Baptiste, life coach, peer mentor, and I'm there for you. Yes, treating yourself with compassion is the kindest thing that you could ever do to yourself. Trying to overcome personal struggles, it can be a really tough thing to be compassionate to oneself because, as we know, a lot of the time we speak negatively, probably without wanting to, but it's a natural go-to kind of place where when we're not feeling great, that we're going to belittle ourselves, and that's something that we really want to try and come away from. This is something that we want to learn to treat ourselves a lot more kindly than we do. And I know that it can be quite difficult to do that. So let's have a look and see how we can treat ourselves compassionately, and how by doing that is only again going to turn up trumps and positive results for us in life. Now, I can say this as a person that used to be really hard on themselves, that I tend to be a lot better. I'm a lot better at it these days because it is a practice. So we can't do something once and then expect it to turn up results. It's a consistent thing that we do in order to see ourselves in a positive way, okay, or in a compassionate way. Self-compassion, what does it look like? It looks like us being kind to ourselves. Now, I know I used to be in an organisation many moons ago that speaks of putting God first, and I fully agree with that. And we were always taught to be selfless and think of other people first. Oh no, we can't think of ourselves first. But in some cases, we have to, for our own mental health, for our own secure mental health, that we have to put ourselves first in some cases. So being compassionate is knowing that you're allowed to look after yourself. You're allowed to not be selfish in that sense, but you're allowed to put yourself first. That's it in a nutshell. And society makes us feel bad for looking after ourselves. And that's why so many of us are struggling. That's why so many of us are finding it hard to overcome personal situations, because we're always putting other people before us. Self-compassion looks like us looking out for ourselves as well as other people as well, because we can show compassion to others. Practicing self-kindness in moments where we are really finding it tough to even just get to the next minute. How do we practice self-kindness? Well, I spoke a little while ago of dropping coffee on the floor, and or pouring orange onto our cereal. We could beat ourselves up and think, oh, why did you do that? You know, these things happen. Bad things do happen. Or we have negative thoughts, or we may not feel great about ourselves. But in those moments when we're being tough on ourselves is a time when we need to be kinder to ourselves. So as you can see the picture, I'm giving myself a hug. Sometimes this is self-soothing, you know, when you stroke your body, or, you know, you stroke your hair. That's when you're self-soothing. That's you being kind to yourself. Being kind to yourself is you don't want to go to that party tonight. Your friends are forcing you to go. Being kind to yourself is saying, do you know what, guys? Thanks for the invitation, but I can't make it tonight. Being kind to yourself is not falling for every whim. Someone asks you to do something and you feel that you have to do it. Sometimes saying no is the best way of showing yourself kindness. And unfortunately, like I've spoken before, many people, we all have our own agendas and expect people to fall in line. But that can't happen all the time if you want to maintain that clear mind. So health-wise, we've got to look after our hearts, look after our thoughts, and look after what's going on internally. So being kind to yourself, there's nothing wrong with that, and there's nothing wrong with saying no. And the benefits of compassion are that you feel better about yourself. The benefits of compassion are that you've set boundaries with others. They know that, oh no, she's not up for this, so let's not push her on this matter, let's not push him on this matter. But we've set that line that we're not going to cross if it's going to mean detriment to our mental health. And that's the most important thing. Not doing things that's going to make us feel worse about ourselves. It's wonderful to help others. It's wonderful to do things for others. But if we're pouring from that empty cup, then we're just going to suffer burnout and suffer. So we're looking at self-compassion and overcoming personal struggles. We take it one day at a time and one struggle at a time. And sometimes we possibly can overly worry about things where it's not necessary, but because we've grown, it's something that we've grown so accustomed to that we would do these things to our detriment. Always think of ways in which you can be kind to others, but more so how you can be kind to yourself. And like I said at the beginning, treating yourself with kindness is a foundation for your happiness. So we got to be kind to ourselves in order to be happy. It's not easy, but it's not impossible. And I know you've got it within you to be able to do that. I know you have it within you. So reach high by being kind to yourself and help others to see that they can do the same. But also, you know, when people ask for help, when it comes to, or they want to chat or something like that, right? Remember, it's within all of us to bring out what's best inside of us, okay? And work on ourselves in order to be better people. Work on ourselves to go outside and help those other ones. But pour from that full cup. Pour from that full cup, and you will see the amazing benefits of being compassionate and kind to yourself. I'm NatashaJohn-Baptiste, life coach, peer mentor, and I'm there for you. So beautiful one, take care, and I'll see y'all on the other side.